I would describe my experience of coding in many different ways as it was definitely a new concept to me. I found it to be an interesting and different way to learn about coding. Although this concept of coding was a little hard to grasp at the beginning, once you got started and followed the different sequences, it got a lot easier to understand. As a kid, I always played online games similar to these ones, but now I have a better understanding of how these games actually function. Overall, I enjoyed this experience as it provided a hands-on way for understanding the concept of coding. According to the Canada Press article, the concept of coding is considered to be very important in the lives of today's children and youth. Technology is expected to have further influence and power over people's lives in the near future. Within these upcoming years, technology will be implemented in almost every job in one way or another. Therefore, this increase in technology will lead to a greater need for those who can operate such technology. And who can we look to for this is mostly Canada's youth. By the year 2020, there will be a demand for individuals in this tech field, but not enough people to support these positions. The Canadian government realizes the growing importance of technology and is pushing for today's youth to know how to code and understand its importance. Canadian youth will be our future in providing these individuals prepared to aid in this growing use of technology. In fact, it seems that modern society's youth are perhaps the most comprehensive learners when it comes to these new technologies. Technology has been implemented in almost all of their daily interactions, whether it's with their teachers, their friends, or even their parents. These youth will become the most knowledgeable and prepared when it comes to these new technological advancements, as they have grown up in this type of society and don't know any different. In order to fill this high-tech gap, it is important to consider what these youth have to offer and how it would benefit their lives. It is very important for the Canadian government to keep up with these new technologies, as it will change many aspects of our lifestyle in the near future. I believe Pearser may have a more negative outlook on this campaign. He believes coding can be a very useful tool to tell someone what to do with an object. However, the problem that Pearser has with coding is the lack of creativity that can be fostered by it. I think he would want these youth to further understand how coding is controlling many aspects of our lifestyle. I think Pearser might want this concept of coding to change in the future, so it would be important for these youth to understand the positive and negative aspects of coding. On the other hand, I believe Quan Huss would have a more positive outlook on this campaign. Throughout her book, she looks at the advancements of technology on a larger scale. She looks at what influences technology as well as what is influenced by it. She may consider past and present technological advancements and how it may change the structure of relationships and society. I think she would believe that coding helps society to function more easily. Looking from a children's studies perspective, I would question why they chose to target these youth. The youth population is among the most vulnerable and perhaps the most easily influenced. However, I do believe that these youth happen to be the most knowledgeable when it comes to the use of technology. So the fact that the Canadian government is targeting these youth that have a passion for using technology is quite a smart move. This campaign may help these youth to understand a job that they never knew existed and help to provide them with a better future.